Hi, yeah, just want to thank everybody for being here today at the Minnesota Sports Fan Mock Draft Press Conference. We're going to share with you a lot of how all of this will work. Um, we plan to do it live. We will no longer do it live. I'll have Sanka uh, go over a lot of those details with you. First, I'd just like to thank UK Skull, Sanka for really putting all this together. I'm going to help with a lot of the technical side, but really, believe it or not, he's the brains of this whole operation. Well, as far as the mock draft goes. So I will have Sanka explain a lot of the format questions, how it will all work, and we'll go from there. And then I will come back up and I will take some questions too. So I will let Sanka come back. No, questions for me later. Yeah, no, we're going to have Sanka come up and explain how it all works first, and then he'll take some questions, and then I will come up and take some questions after he does. Sanka.
Thank you everyone for coming to the press conference for the MSF mock draft. I'd like to just say it's a great opportunity that we have here. We came up with the idea, way of entertaining people, allowing us to say cunt, fuck, bugger, whilst also looking at the up and coming players in the draft. So yeah, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity, thank my friends and family, also Skull Vikes. So I'll open it up to any questions you have now.
Huge ass of the Boston Globe. How is this draft going to be formatted?
Yeah, so the format is going to be simple. We've already picked who's going to be picking from number 1 to 32. Everyone's been informed. It should be on the YouTube channel now. How it's going to work is that one of our staff will slide into your DMs. We are very adept at sliding in your DMs. So we'll slide in, we'll get your draft pick, and once we have the sequence decided and the players that are going to be picked from 1 to 32, we'll then do a short 2-3 minute video with each and every single one of you at a time convenient for you, and then put it all together. Yeah, so it's gonna work really well. Yeah, thanks for your question, and I'd like to thank God and thank my family and Skull Vikes. Okay, next question.
Mike Hunt of the Chicago Sun-Times. Any reason as to why you're not going to do the draft live?
Yeah, so there's a very good point there. Yeah, the reason we didn't do it live is because of Corona, okay? So Corona meant we couldn't get the technical expertise into one room to run it live, so hence why it's not live. Yeah, good question. I'd like to thank God, thank my family, and Skull Vikes. Yeah.
Dick Hard of the New York Times. How much are you looking forward to partnering with Minnesota Sports Fan for this venture?
Yeah. Oh, personally, I think it's a great opportunity for me to be involved in this great YouTube channel. You know, the network itself does a lot of good work. So I'm really thankful for MinnesotaSportsFan.com. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you. I'd like to thank God and thank my family and friends and Skull Bikes. Okay.
Mike Hunt, again, Chicago Sun-Times. Are you worried that you were only selected for this to satisfy the NFL's Rooney Rule requirements?
So wait 1 minute. I completely resent the fact that you think I'm only here because of the Rooney Rule. I have more skills than just, the fact that I qualify as part of the Rooney Rule. So please say that back. No, I'm not having those sort of questions around here. Fucking wanker. Right, I think we have time for a couple more. Yeah.
Harry Rimjob of the Illinois Register. Was Minnesota Sports Fan not able to pay for an actual podium?
Okay. So this is by no means just an Amazon box and a torch as a microphone. This is a perfectly professional setup that we have. This kind of quality you don't get on other networks around on Minnesota fandom. This is rare, this is unique. This is the kind of opportunity that we're providing for every one of you out here. Okay, yeah.
Dick Hard again of the New York Times. Was it your intention to have this draft be pretty much exclusively dudes?
Very good question. Yeah, so we tried to have more females involved, but unfortunately, they just don't like us. So we tried to get as many as we could, but yeah, fuck them. Hey, what you gonna do, huh? Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the question. Yeah.
Huge ass.
Okay.
Boston Globe. Is Minnesota Sports Fan going to give you an actual podium for future press
I won't be
conferences?
answering any more questions about the podium. So if you've got anything else, yeah. Okay. That's it. Thank you everyone for coming out. Yeah. Have a good day. Bye bye now.
All right. Yeah, Sanka, thanks for coming up and explaining everything. I'll take some questions now. Sure. No, I mean, of course, that would be the first question. No. As Sanka said, this has nothing to do with the Rooney Rule. Who's next? Better questions, please. Yeah. Sure. I think, yeah, Sanka answered that one as well. The whole female thing, trust me, we looked for as many as we could find. In the future, maybe, who knows. Yep, in the back.
Phil McCracken, Dallas-Fort Worth Daily Register. Eric, will you be getting any sort of a haircut before the draft?
Will I get a haircut? Yes. Sure. Well, the presser got pushed back because home life is difficult right now. Next question. Look, Mike, we're done with the podium conversation, all right? We're using a fine podium. You're right here in front of us, watching us both use this fine podium. Get off the podium.
Eric, Sanka thanked God a lot. Is that who you'd like to thank for this?
Yeah, I
happening?
don't know what aliens have to do with this mock draft or this press conference or anything else.
Eric, do you think Sanka's funny?
That will conclude our press conference. Thank you all. If anybody has any more questions, you can just ask us on YouTube, on Twitter. You know where to find us, obviously, since you're here. So we'll see you at the draft.